Guitar champion. As you might know and as you have seen in my background, my videos, I play Ibanez guitars. Yes, I am endorsed by Ibanez, but I'm also a huge fan of that brand and that company. The artist, the people, the legacy, the history, but of course, and in particular, the instruments is something that I'm a fan of since I started my guitar journey. And today is the 10th of January, and in January, Ibanez always shows to their audience their new products. And I thought, hey, why not taking a look on these Ibanez guitars together to show my opinions? And yeah, Ingvi is sniffing on that Ibanez guitar. Maybe Ingvi should start playing Ibanez guitars as well. And let me share with you my opinions, my thoughts, and maybe we will find something particular that could be quite interesting for us shred guitar players. Here we go. And as a little disclaimer, I'm going to talk mostly about the electric guitars, of course, even though that I'm thinking for a while now to get like an hardcore or a jazz guitar from Ibanez, because yeah, there is a part in my heart that still thinks nostalgic of the days where I made money playing bebop tunes like twice a week. So there is still some jazz left in my heart, but this jazz guitar, who used to be owned by my dad, who passed away 5 years ago, is not an Ibanez, it's an Epiphone, so it's time to get an Ibanez jazz guitar, but today we're going to take a look at only the electric guitars. Let's start with this special thing here, the RGR52ET-BK. Finally, they're bringing back a guitar with an Evertune bridge. They once used to have that Ibanez Action label guitar, the silver one with the Evertune bridge. A guitar that I once owned for a short while because I was preparing for a tour with that guitar. That tour unfortunately never did happen, and I gave back that guitar to Ibanez, and I regret that really hardly because actually this guitar, even though it was extremely heavy, was an extremely good guitar, and I really liked that Evertune bridge. So I'm of course happy that they are bringing back these kind of guitars and that they're bringing back the Evertune bridge, because that tuning stability you will not find in any other bridge or any other guitar. So especially for modern metalcore, hardcore, gent, all these kind of genres, an Ibanez guitar with an Evertune bridge and Fishman pickups. Oh, we definitely should take a look on this. I really have to say I like the look of the neck. I mean, take a look on this. I mean, the two different colors, the two different kind of grains that we have here in the neck, looks really, really great. And in total, I would say an absolute metal beast, especially for studio productions, for making Instagram content, YouTube content. So I'm thinking of getting one of these as well, because yeah, again, the tuning stability, you cannot get something like this anywhere else. Alright, then we have something for the left-hand community, which is really quite nice, because I know a lot of left-hand guitar players and they are always a little bit sad that Ibanez guitars does not have so many left-hand guitars in their repertoire, in their kind of rooster. And now they're bringing the, what is this, the 5121. The 5120ML Prestige. The left-hand community, definitely worth to take a look on this, because if you want to have a shred machine, I can tell you this is the way to go. And I once reviewed a similar guitar with Fishman pickups, but also this traditional RG look and shape. So if you want to have that combination out of modern and classic, go check out that guitar. Then we have some classic iron labels. I mean, they are a little bit more the affordable kind of metal guitars. Cool thing about what I like about this iron label are the DiMarzio deactivator pickups, because the deactivator, they are a little bit a combination out of active pickups like EMGs, but not so aggressive. I mean, they are passive pickups, but they still have a pretty high output, a pretty good output for modern metal, and especially if you are more into the percussive sound of modern metal, these pickups are really good, but they don't have too much output, like sometimes the problematic you can have with EMG pickups, for example. So now we're going to AZ, and in the AZs we have some news. Let's take a look on the regular AZs that we have here. So here we have a beautiful 2402 green guitar with, what kind of green is that? Do we have, green metallic. Here it stands, green metallic. I've seen some videos of that guitar, and I have to say the pictures does not resemble the true beauty of that green. That green actually on the videos that I saw, they looked so much more intense and so much brighter and a little bit cooler than here on the pictures. But in general, I can always recommend this guitar because the AZ is such a classic instrument nowadays, and so many artists are using and playing the AZ. So if you want to have, and I think that's not a secret anymore and nothing new anymore, if you want to have like the combination out of modern playability but also classic sound and variation in your sound, then check out the AZ. I mean, I know players from extreme death metal to neo soul, R&B, blues who are using the AZ for both kind of genres. So yeah, it's an absolute workhorse. Actually, this is a guitar that I want to have for a long time, but it has one big reason why I want to have that guitar and one big reason why I don't want to have that guitar. The big reason why I want to have that guitar is it's because the name is AZ2204. And that's my birthday, the 22nd of April. It's the best day of the year because it's not only Earth Day, it is the birthday of Lenin, but anyways, it's also my birthday. So I definitely should get a guitar that has my birthday in his name. But the problem why I don't want to have that guitar, why I cannot do too much with that guitar, it is already in the name. It only has 22 frets. And this is, yeah, kind of a problem for my playing style right now. Maybe it will change in the future when I hit my 40s and I don't want to shred anymore. But right now, I need my 24 frets. This one, I think, is really beautiful with the new blue. It reminds me a little bit of the 𝙤𝙤𝙢𝙚 signature guitar that he received like last year. Not the custom-made guitar for him, not his signature, but the custom-made guitar. Really beautiful blue. What's the name? Transparent turquoise burst. Okay. And now the next special thing about these Ibanez guitars with the S in between the number, that these guitars are the AZ standard. And here it's all about the price range. AZ Prestige is around 2K, 190, something like that. AZ Premium is more like 1,200, something like that, 1,300. AZ Essentials are the really cheap AZs. Still good guitars like the Geos, but in that kind of price range, 300 euros, 200 euros. And now Ibanez wanted to have something in between that. I mean, Ibanez, we don't have AZs in the price range of 600 euros, 700 euros. We don't have them till now, because now we have the AZ standard, and they are around that price range. And from what I've heard from Ibanez, that they tried to put all the good, magnificent features of the AZ, and they researched how to put them into this kind of price range. So yeah, you will have a little bit more stripped down AZ, but I mean, take a look at this. I mean, this is still looking really good. Again, with that color, really great. And the specs of that guitar, we still have the flamed maple top, the alder body. We still have that roasted maple neck. We still have the jumbo stainless steel frets. We have Ibanez custom pickups. Usually in the AZs, there were Seymour Duncan pickups inside involved. But the rest of the specs, they are pretty much the same like the usual AZs. And then we have a new color for the SML721, a saber guitar, even though I heard that they are not allowed to use the word saber anymore. I didn't know that as well. And here, I mean, this one is on the market for around 1 year, and I've played this guitar on the Guitar Summit here in Germany and in the headquarters of Ibanez Germany. It's a really great guitar. I really like this kind of type of fan fret, even though I don't have much problems with fan frets. I'm really used to playing fan frets, but I like this kind of concept with having the parallel fret in the first fret so that your usual, you know, like cowboy chords, C major, F major, maybe not too weird for you. That could be the problem maybe when you have a too wide fan fret kind of system, but I like this. I like this, and it looks kind of quirky, kind of nice. So if you are into this kind of thing, and I think these guitars are also pretty affordable because, yeah, again, really simple, really easy. And the Saber or S series, I really like them. I have one here. This was one of the first guitars I've got as an Ibanez artist, and as you can see, S series are really thin. They are extremely light. It was my first gear video that I actually did for Ibanez. I still like to play this guitar sometimes, even though, I really have to change the strings. But that's not all. I mean, on the website, there are not all the guitars represented that Ibanez has released. There are some more. So let's find the other guitars that we still have in the new Ibanez Rooster, because I think these guitars that are now coming, they are pretty special. So we have, for example, as well, this RGR6 BSP. And as you already can see, there's something pretty special and pretty cool of this guitar. They're all just different on that guitar that not really another guitar has. Is it the head? Not really. Reverse headstock, usual in the neck. The pickups? Oh, well, they are, what is this? Like Fishman's, they are blue. Okay, nice. Is it maybe the trem? Oh yeah, it's a colored trem. What kind of trem is that? It is H02 bridge. Again, with the H0, we cannot do anything wrong. And I mean, look at that blue. I mean, it's just the color, yes, but I kind of dig it. I kind of think, okay, that's something else color-wise. And I can imagine all kind of crazy stuff you can do with a colored trem. Like, for example, let's imagine this in pink. Or let's imagine this in I don't know, green, neon green, something like that. That would look awesome. Let's do more of this. That's pretty cool. Then we have this beauty here, the RGD 3121 PRF, which is basically a 6-string stripped down version of 1 second, of this guitar here, which is my main alkaloid technical death metal, progressive death metal 7-string guitar. I mean, it kind of goes into that direction. It's an RGD. It has Fishman pickups. It has that pretty cool color kind of thing that it changes the color depending on where you put the light on. But it is a 6-string guitar. If you are not the biggest fan of 7-strings, or if you want to have something for drop C tuning or drop D, something like that. And it does not have a fan fret. So if you are a fan of the straight kind of scales that we have in these kind of guitars, then hey, that's your guitar. I mean, and look at that color. Wow. Now we are coming to my favorite guitar of this year's lineup so far. You know, I have to say, Ibanez now in the past few years, they also released new guitars in like the second half of the year. So let's see what awaits us there. But so far from that lineup, my favorite guitar, which is probably the most affordable but also the best shred guitar that you can have right now if you are into 80s shred kind of music, then it's the RG565 is back from the Genesis collection. And since I'm a teenager, I'm a huge fan of this kind of series. And I mean, take a look on this. If this doesn't scream Racer X, Shrapnel, you know, Tony McAlpine, Vinnie Moore, Jason Becker, all these kind of crazy 80s guitar heroes, then I don't know what's wrong with you if you don't think of names like that when you see a guitar like this. And this definitely looked like it could be the future Eternity's End guitar for the next Eternity's End record. Because if there's one band out there that is keeping the legacy of 80s shrapnel shred music true, then it's Eternity's End, of course. And it only costs around 1,200 euros. So what kind of specs do we have? We have a basswood body, 5-piece neck. We have this kind of neck joint. This one here. I've played some guitars that has this kind of neck joint, and I have to say it looks worse than it actually is. I mean, this looks clunky, yes, but the playability is still pretty good on these guitars. So we have, of course, shark tooth inlays. They scream 80s, definitely. Super withered neck, Infinity and V8 pickups, so also pretty classic pickups in a modern kind of version. And this one is not a single coil, it's a humbucker. So yeah, I have to say, add to basket, let's go. Let's get this motherfucker. Yeah, let's not get it only once, let's get it twice. Hell yeah, let's get it 3 times. Oh no, let's get it over 10 times. 11,000 euros. For that, I probably have to sell a few more ZEN of Speedpicking courses, but maybe I will try to get one in the future. So let's better delete these, and let's see what the future might bring to my Ibanez guitar collection. Alright, so much for today's video. I hope you liked this little video where I checked out the guitars of Ibanez. Please let me know in the comment, which guitar would you love to have? When you had all the money in the world, which one of the newest guitars from Ibanez would you buy? Let me know in the comments, and I hope I'm going to see you in my next video. Cheers, and power your progress.